Hey there, if you're living with a chronic respiratory condition, you know better than anyone that every single breath can sometimes feel like a real challenge. Just managing your symptoms and trying to live your life to the fullest is a constant focus. Well, today we're going to break down a powerful, proven program that's designed to help you do exactly that.
So let me ask you a question. Think about your day-to-day life. Do you ever find yourself having to stop or plan your entire route or even just avoid doing things because you're worried about getting out of breath? This feeling of being held back by breathlessness, it's incredibly common, but man, it can also be so frustrating and isolating. Maybe for you, it's just a flight of stairs that feels like climbing a mountain, or something as simple as bringing the groceries in from the car. Or maybe what really gets you is not being able to play with your kids or grandkids the way you really want to. Look, these aren't small things at all. They're the very fabric of our lives. And if any of this is sounding familiar, I just want you to know you are definitely not alone. And here's the most important message I want you to take away today. It doesn't have to be this way. I mean it. There is a structured, evidence-based path forward that has helped thousands and thousands of people regain control and seriously improve their daily lives. Okay, so let's dive into what this path actually is. It's called pulmonary rehabilitation, or PR for short. You might have heard the term kicked around, but let's get crystal clear on what it really is and what it isn't.
Let's just take a second to look at the official definition here, because the words are really important. Let's break it down. Interdisciplinary just means it's a whole team of experts, like physiotherapists and specialist nurses, all working together with you. Individually tailored, and this is key, means this is not some one-size-fits-all gym class. Nope. It's designed specifically for your abilities and your goals. And the whole point is to optimize your performance, not just physically, but socially too, so you can get back to doing the things you love.
And wow, this quote from the British Thoracic Society just says it all, doesn't it? They're a leading authority and they are absolutely clear. PI isn't some nice-to-have add-on. For conditions like COPD, it should be considered a fundamental part of your treatment, right up there with your medications. It's not an optional extra.
So, what does this fundamental treatment actually look like in practice? What can you really expect when you walk through the door of a PR program? Let's take a closer look at what it's made of.
Now, the first thing to get your head around is that while exercise is a huge part of it, PR is so much more than that. It's a comprehensive, holistic program. It's really designed to give you all the tools, the knowledge, and the confidence you need to manage your condition effectively day in and day out. It's all about empowerment. So, component number one is, of course, the exercise training. This is stuff like aerobic exercise, maybe walking on a treadmill or using a stationary bike to get that heart and lungs working and improve your endurance, but it also includes progressive resistance training to build back strength in your arms and legs, which is super important because these conditions can cause muscle weakness. And the best part, every single exercise is tailored to what you can safely do right now, and it's gently increased as you get stronger. Next up is education, and trust me, this is just as vital as the physical stuff. You'll learn more about your condition, how your medications actually work, and the role that good nutrition plays. But it goes even deeper than that. You'll learn real strategies for managing the anxiety that so often comes with feeling breathless, and you'll build this amazing toolkit for self-management so you feel much more in control when you face a challenge. And this is where things get really practical and, frankly, life-changing. The physiotherapists will teach you specific breathing techniques you can use in real life. You'll learn things like pursed lips breathing, which helps you regain control when you feel winded, and my personal favorite, blow as you go. It's a brilliant trick for tackling physical tasks, where you learn to breathe out during the hardest part of the movement, like when you're standing up from a chair. These simple skills are absolute game changers. So we've seen what happens in the program. Now let's get to the most exciting part, the results. I mean, what does the actual science say about the impact of pulmonary rehabilitation? Well, the benefits are powerful for several conditions. For people with COPD, it is, like we said, a fundamental treatment with just massive benefits. For people with asthma, it's a little different. It's not a routine referral for everyone, but it can be incredibly helpful for those who are on the right medication but still find that their breathlessness gets in the way of their life. For them, it's great for improving fitness and symptom control. And this right here really gets to the heart of it. When scientists review all the studies, all the data, the conclusion is undeniable. They call it an unequivocal reduction in the feeling of breathlessness. Now, unequivocal is a strong word. It means there's no doubt, no debate. It just works. PR is one of the single most effective ways to reduce that sensation of breathlessness.
And this chart just lays it out so clearly. We see clinically significant improvements across the board. And that phrase, clinically significant, just means the changes are big enough to make a real noticeable difference in your actual life. Your exercise capacity goes up. You can walk further. Your overall health status improves. And so importantly, your psychological well-being gets a boost, with proven reductions in anxiety and depression. Now, this next point is absolutely critical, and I can't stress it enough. If you've recently been in the hospital because of a flare-up of your condition, starting PR within a month of coming home has been proven to reduce your risk of ending up back in the hospital. It even reduces mortality. It is one of the most important things you can do for your long-term health. Seriously. Okay, so the evidence is overwhelming, right? The benefits are huge. The question is, how do you get started? Let's talk about that first and most important step, getting a referral to a local program. First, let's just bust a few common myths right here and now. Some people think, oh, I can't get referred if I still smoke. That is not true. The official guidelines are very clear. You should be referred regardless of your smoking status. Others might think they're too unwell, but even people with chronic respiratory failure can benefit. The single most important factor is this. Is your life being limited by breathlessness? If the answer to that is yes, then you are a candidate for PR. Period. I know that having this conversation with your doctor can feel a little daunting sometimes, but it really doesn't have to be. Let's make it super simple. Step 1, be specific. Don't just say, I feel breathless. Say, I can't walk to the end of my street without stopping, or I get too winded to pick up my grandchild. Step 2, mention that you've learned about pulmonary rehabilitation and its proven benefits. And finally, step 3, just ask the direct question. Could you refer me to a local PR program? And that's it. It really is that simple. This entire journey, all of these incredible benefits we've been talking about, it all kicks off with that one simple conversation. It's your first step toward taking a much more active, powerful role in managing your own health. So, I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. What's that one thing for you? Is it getting back to gardening, maybe walking in the park, or just visiting friends without worrying about it? Get a clear picture of that in your mind. Because that is what this is all about. And that is why you should have that conversation.